So I think we can start our session.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, all the participants, and welcome to the second live session on Latex. Professor Dilip Datta sir is here with us for the discussion, and I request sir to carry on the session. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, participants. So today let us start the second session of LaTeX. I don't know if anyone already attempted by installing this Tech Life or any other software package for LaTeX. Anyway, let us start this part 2. Is this slide visible?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, I think I forgot. I need to share. Yeah. Screen.
Now it is visible, sir.
Okay. Okay, so last time I discussed introduction to LaTeX, font selection, formatting of text, listing of items, tabbing items, table preparation, and figure insertion. Today, let us start with equation writing in LaTeX. When we'll go for writing some equation or mathematical expressions, we need mathematical notations. So, as I mentioned earlier, that keyboard characters always cannot be produced directly, but to be done through some commands. Similarly, mathematical notations or symbols are also to be produced through commands. See here, frequently used mathematical notations. Say we want to write P prime. In math mode, we need to write as P single quote. Then it will be P prime. If we need to write X dot, particularly those having mathematical background will understand this, and for some people it may be difficult, particularly from people from humanities background. So anyway, let me discuss this. If we need say X dot, this we can do with this command /dot with argument X, means there will be one dot over X. If we need double dot, then we need to use this command D dot. Similarly, for triple dot, we need to use triple D OT or this DD dot. Similarly, for 4 dot, we need to go increasing this D. Often we encounter the writing of subscript and superscript. These are done simply using this underscore, what we call particularly in internet era underscore. So if we use underscore, it will produce subscript in LaTeX. Similarly, if we use tilde, it will produce superscript. Now, if we have more than one subscript or superscript, those must be mandatorily put in curly braces. Otherwise, only the first one will be accepted as the subscript or superscript, and all other will be put in normal. So here I have used IJ in curly braces, means both I and J will be subscript. Similarly, for superscript, these two K both are put in curly braces so that they will go for superscript. Now, if some expression has both subscript and superscript, then we can write them combinedly in any order. Say here I have shown that X first superscript then subscript, or say first subscript then superscript, no problem. In whatever order we do, we will get this with subscript and superscript. Similarly, we can have say summation notation, or with limits on summation, say I equal to 1 to 220 in summation, or in product symbol, integration symbol. In this way, different mathematical symbols can be produced through some commands. Some of those I am showing here. List is huge. Now in mathematics, often we use Greek letters as symbols. So how we can produce this? Say alpha. If we need to produce alpha, we need to use a command as alpha preceded by backslash. Similarly, beta, to produce this word beta is preceded by backslash. Similarly, gamma, delta, epsilon, var epsilon, we can produce say theta, widely used theta. In this way, we can produce different symbols using command. We have uppercase Greek letters also, say gamma. If we use capital G and this gamma with backslash, it will produce this symbol. Similarly, delta, theta, lambda. In this way, various Greek letters can be produced through LaTeX commands. Then in mathematical expressions, we need delimiters also. Now, delimiters often need to be of different sizes depending upon the expression. If we go for some fraction, delimiter needs to be of bigger size. Those have experience of writing equations in MS Word using equation editor, they will understand this situation, that when we select there, we will get larger size covering the fraction part. Those things here in LaTeX is done using left and right complementary commands. We need to use both these. Say if we use left, then parenthesis, it will produce a parenthesis of size proportionally adjusted with the fraction. Similarly, on this right side, it is done. Now, in some cases, if we need parenthesis only in one side, other side do not, then we can do other side. Say here I have shown right dot. Dot means it will not produce anything. In this way, different types of delimiters can be produced for writing mathematical expressions. Then we need binary operators. In mathematical expressions, we need to use operators, binary operators for connecting two terms, say plus minus. This will be produced by /pm, or minus plus. So it will be MP, division, div, multiplication, times, asterisk with est, star with s star, c dot. In this way, different binary operators can be produced for generating mathematical expressions. Similarly, we have these relation operators, say less than, equal to, very, very less than, greater than, equal, very, very greater than. So all will be produced through commands. Then let us see how we can write mathematical expressions either in math mode or text mode. If we need to write some mathematical expressions in text mode, that is in a paragraph, how we will do? Mathematical expressions in text mode can be produced as putting this expression in a pair of $sign. That's the reason why I told last time that $sign we cannot produce directly in LaTeX document, but it is to be preceded by backslash, because this is reserved for creating mathematical mode. So whatever we want to produce in math mode, that to be placed in pair of $sign or in pair of backslash parenthesis, then AMS math to produce. or we can use math environment also, begin math, end math, in between what is the expression we need to produce. So generally a single notation is usually produced using this pair of dollar sign, while expressions are generated by using this slash parenthesis or math environment. However, all these are applicable in either case. We can use interchangeably, there is no problem. Let's see one example. See this writing here. The equation of an origin-centered circle is, then when it starts with backslash parenthesis, the compiler will understand that math mode is created. So now it will work or treat like mathematics. Then x head 2 means it will be produced, treated as mathematical expression in this way. And then how long it will continue until it reaches this backslash parenthesis again. Now where x, it is put in pair of dollar sign to make it mathematical. Similarly, y are the coordinates of a point on this and this. When it will be compiled, the output will be something like that. The equation of an origin-centered circle. Is there someone asking anything?
Maybe someone has unmuted, sir. So please carry.
Okay. So the equation of an origin-centered. Now here you see this portion has been treated as mathematical expression and it is produced in this way, x square plus y square. Okay, this other portion has gone this side actually. Sorry, equal to r square would come this side, where x and y are the coordinates of a point on the circumference of the circle, and these are, again, it is also produced in math. Now, if we see how we can produce simple equations in LaTeX, we can do in different way. See this first example, it can be produced in equation environment, which will be created with begin environment and will be completed and with the end equation command. So this environment, any environment is started with begin command and closed with the end command. So within this, the same expression I have written here to produce x square plus y square equal to r square. Now here see by default LaTeX compiler will number it in Arabic numerals in parentheses. Now since it is numbered, we can label this equation so that we can refer it somewhere. Generally, if we produce some equation or insert table figure in any document, that must be referred somewhere at least once. Otherwise, those are treated as redundant. So for referring purpose, this can be number or labeled. Say it is labeled with eq.circ. There is no specific format. One can do as one can recognize. Say here label EQ I have used to indicate that it is the level of one equation, and what type of equation it is of circle. So this is used. Now in some cases, if you don't want the equation to be numbered by default, it can be stopped by using the star sign, star mode of the equation environment. Similar to producing unnumbered section, that is say chapter, section, subsection, where I mentioned last time, we can use star mode. Here equation also we can use in star mode to avoid its default numbering. Or we can use this no number command also. It will also prevent the numbering of the equation. So this is how we can write single equation. Now often we may need to write a set of equations or simultaneous equations. Those we can do using different environments. Say in this slide, we have produced using gather environment, equine array environment, and align environment. In this gather environment, expressions are written simply in this way, and each equation is completed. That means compiler is instructed to go to this next line by putting this line break command here. Now here you can see I manually arranged this equation to write in this way: x in one vertical column, y in this, z in this way. But when we use this gather environment, compiler will not respond to this manual formatting. It will make in this way. Each equation will be center aligned about the width of the page. You can see all these equations are center aligned, and this manually kept cap has been omitted. Now, if we need sometime equation of this type, say aligned about something, say here I have shown aligned about this equal sign, then we cannot use gather environment. We can go for equal array environment, and about which these are to be aligned, that part we can put in double ampersand, or if there is nothing, then we can use double ampersand together. Here I have shown this will be about equal sign. So here it is produced. Now here every equation will be numbered separately. Say first equation is numbered by 5. So this equation can be labeled for referring somewhere. Middle equation, this is prevented from numbering using the no number command. And the third equation again numbered. Now in this equal environment, if you notice here on this either side of this equal sign, lot of space has been kept. So to avoid such unnecessary or excess space, we can use a align environment. It will do the similar job, but this space will be reduced. Now about which it will be aligned again with this equal sign, and unlike in equal array, here we don't need double quote, double ampersand, but single one will work. Then this will be arranged in this way. Here also all equations will be numbered. So we can number them, we can stop them by using no number command or no tag command like that. Now if a set of equations needs to be aligned about more than 1 points, then we can use align at environment. Here star form is used to prevent its numbering. Now here see what I showed in the previous slide. Here in gather environment, I attempted to organize these equations about x, y, z by manual editing, but Latex did not respond. So that thing we can do using this align at environment. For everything, say here, the first alignment will be made about the plus sign. So here these are done. And in the third equation, you can see there is no x term. So first part it is kept and end. Then again next plus sign is aligned for the y terms. Again it is aligned about this equal sign here. In this way on the right side also these are again aligned about this plus sign to get x, y, z in different columns. Now here align at star form is used to prevent numbering, otherwise all equations would have been numbered by individual number. We may need in some cases a set of equations to be numbered by a single one. Say in this case 3 equations are there, all these 3 will be numbered as a set, say by 8, putting in these curly braces. In that case we can use equation environment with array. Array means it is very similar to table we discussed last time. Only thing array is used in math mode and table is used in text mode. So in a similar way, we can prepare array to align these terms vertically. Now, since here these participants are from different backgrounds, so I am not going to much mathematics, only simple things I have discussed. Next, let us see bibliography with Dept. It is very important for every faculty members in higher education because all we need to get involved in some research work, and whenever we talk about research work, definitely bibliography appears as a major part. Many people take it lightly, but it is very important thing. Anyway, I'm not going to detail of that, the significance and importance of bibliography. I consider that everyone knows this. Now in LaTeX, we can generate automated bibliography using another software which is called Dept, but it is attached with LaTeX itself. So you need not to think separately what is Dept. So how we can produce bibliography, that is reference list in a thesis or in a research papers. Very first thing, we need to know which are the fields required for a particular document. Many people don't know that which are the information, pieces of information to be provided in a particular type of document. So LaTeX restricts that. If you put extra information, LaTeX will not respond. For example, journal article. When we will write journal article, which are the thing mandatory? You see that author's name is mandatory. If we write journal article, author's name must be there. M means mandatory field. Then journal name is mandatory. Month and note, these are optional. You can use or you can skip. Then in article, number of the article, that is optional. Pages are optional, but title is mandatory. You must provide title of the article. Otherwise, compiler will generate question mark here. Similarly, year of publication is also mandatory. So these are the things which are required in preparing bibliography list. Similarly, if we see book, in book, here it is used M1. I have denoted by M1. M1 is there in two places, means one of them is mandatory, either author's name or editor's name. In this way, here a list is shown for different types of publications, which are the fields that to be used in referring a particular document in our research papers or thesis. Next, we'll see how this can be produced automatically. Automatically means without any error. Generally, it happens if we go to prepare this reference list manually. If you go through one thesis or journal paper, many times it can be seen these are inconsistently written. Say in one reference, the say authors are arranged in different order. Say surname first name in second position, or in some cases first name first, surname next, or say this year is written in some cases in between, some cases at the end. Different things are there, but here when we will use LaTeX, we need not to bother about this. LaTeX will place the correct piece of information in correct place consistently. So how we need to do? For this, we need to prepare a separate file that we can say bibliography file with .bib extension. LaTeX file we generate using text extension, but bibliography file we generate with .bib extension. Then how we can write this?
Latex.
Say first one, it is
Latex. Latex file. Latex is not আপনি
Soyonika Dekka, do you have any question? Okay, sir.
Is there any question, anyone? Okay, probably some unknown disturbance. Okay, so first one I have shown here, this is one article. So how it is indicated? Ampersand article. Then the article, this reference is given some name that is called key of this reference. Unlike this numbering, general concept is numbering. Again, I mentioned last time also about equation or table or whatever, that numbering, if we do, there is fair possibility of committing many mistakes. Again, if we add or delete something in between, numbering of all these places to be changed. So we use name here instead of number. Say this first document is type article and it is named as this. Then the list of authors. Authors' name are written here in this way, and every two authors are to be separated by this word and, A&D. If there are multiple authors, then in between two names every time and will be used. Next, title of the article. You can see here article, title of the article, yeah. It is put in double curly braces. Double curly braces in title is used to preserve the capital letters. Many times we may need to use capital letters in between also. But if we write title in single curly braces, LaTeX will make only the first letter capital and all other will be made small. So it is put in double curly braces so that any manually set uppercase letter will be preserved in between. Anyway, that is little bit advanced thing. Next, name of the journal, volume of the particular issue, number, page number, and year. And in all cases, all these fields are separated by comma at the end. Say next one is book. So it is written as ampersand book. Again, it is named by some characters, then name of the author, title of the book. Now here see, since it is book, publisher has come. In journal, here publisher was not required. Instead, journal name was required. Since it is book, publisher has been included. Now once publisher is coming, address is also required. Publisher is at which location, then year of the publication. In this way, format is there. As per the table I showed, we need to insert fields based upon the type of the documents we are going to put in the reference list. Say it is proceedings, so it will be in proceedings. Then author, title, book title, publisher, series, editors, year, volume, pages. In this way, we can use refer thesis also, say master thesis or PhD thesis. We have reserved commands for that. Then what type of bibliography will be generated? Reference list of what style? There are different styles defined. Say plain. Plain means these references will be labeled by serial number in square bracket, then author's name as written, it will be produced in this way, and the journal name, say journal publication, journal name will be produced in italic. Although it was not told, compiler will do, since it is journal, so this automatically will be made italic. Now say if we go back, particularly say this article, I showed here that this keyword, that is for identification, author name, it is written, title, journal, volume, number, pages, year, all were written separately, but LaTeX has arranged them in a particular order. Say this volume number, then in parenthesis issue number, colon, page numbers from this to this, then year is here in plain format. Then we can use unsorted, that is UNSRT. This is similar to this plain, except the references are listed in order of their citations in the document. Similarly, we have other formats, say alpha, abbreviated, where even if we write the author's name in full, but compiler will make them abbreviated. First name and middle name will be abbreviated and surname will be written in full. Then we have ACM format, where this author's name will be capitalized, what we call this small capital letters, and first one will be big size capital letters. Then we have format like APA like format. Here compiler will generate identifier that how this will be listed in the reference list. In this way, there are many styles are there for writing, producing reference list. Now, how we can make this? Once we have prepared our bibliography file, that's what I showed, journal or book or all this, then this is to be inserted in the document. We need not to put all this in the same document, but we can link this. And we can tell what type of style will be used. That will be done through bibliography style. Say it is bib style. What style will be used, plain or ACM or this APA like whatever. And this is the name of the .bib file where bibliography are produced. And these two lines of command will be placed at that place of the document input file where bibliography list is to be produced, usually at the end of the document. After doing this, when we will write our document, we need to cite those references. That is the reason why we prepare reference list. Now a reference is cited through the cite command, cite preceded by backslash, and in curly brace C key, that is key of the reference. What I showed that every reference produced will be identified by some name, and that name will come here. Now this cite command to be placed where this reference to be produced, that is citation. If we have multiple citations, we need not to write separately. We can write these multiple keys in the same cite command, separating two by a comma. Now the interesting thing here, only those references cited in the document are printed in the bibliographic reference list. No matter how many reference you have listed in your bibliography file, the compiler will produce only that much in the document which are cited in the document. Generally, manually prepared one, often we can see that some documents have been cited, but it is missing in the reference list, or reference list contains some extra references which are never cited in the document. LaTeX will discard all this. If one reference is cited without listing in bibliography list, compiler will show this error mark, means question mark will be put there. And if any extra reference is listed in the bibliography file, it will not be printed simply. Now, in some cases, we may need a non-cited reference to be included in the bibliography list. That we can do by issuing this no cite, then the key of that particular reference anywhere within this document. If we use this, then one non-cited document also can be listed in the reference list. And if we use no cite star, then all non-cited documents will be listed in the bibliographic list. If we use no cite with any name, then it will produce only one, and if we use star, then any document which is not cited will be listed in the reference list. Now, how we will compile when we have bibliography produced? At that case, only once compiling with LaTeX command will not work. Here say first LaTeX command to compile LaTeX file, then Dept will be used to compile this bibliography file to prepare this bibliographic list. Next command, it will connect these two commands, and the third one, finally, it will produce the final output connecting all this. And if you use any software package, then you need not to bother about this. All these are linked directly. Say last time I showed tech works, there you can do all these things by single click even. Next, let us see how we can write different types of documents. So far, we were talking about different parts. Now, let us see about particular document. Say if we go to submit our research article somewhere for publication, we need to prepare it in the form of article. So such articles are produced in the document class article. Many publishers, they have their own customized document class, and if it is, you need to use that one instead of article. For example, Elsevier, Springer, IEEE, Wiley, they have their own customized document class that is to be included. Otherwise, it is to be produced with article document class. How? Say one example, my article.tech, this is the file name. Only for understanding it is written, otherwise it is just a comment with preceded by the this percentage sign. So it is starting with document class of article. Optionally 12 point is used to produce it at 12 point font. Next command, say date with empty format is written. If we don't use this, by default, this compilation date will be produced in the output. So to avoid this, we have instructed to print date without any format, indirectly not to print the date. Then what will be the title of my article? That will be written in title command. Title, then the title as the argument of this command. Then author. Author's name and address can be written here. Then begin document. Now the main document will start where we will write our stuff to be produced in the document. Very first, it is done make title. If we do this command make title, then this title and author's name will be produced. As you can see here, my first article in LaTeX, author's name and address, those were given here, title and author. Next, say begin abstract, and abstract means abstract environment to write the abstract of the article. It will be produced in this way. Then different sections, section, first level of numbered section, then subsection, second level of numbered subsection. We can go for 3-tier numbering in any document. So here we can go up to section, subsection, subsection. Then again coming to second. In this way, we can produce article. Now, thing is how to produce authors list. That also can be customized. Say if authors list, in case of multiple authors, if list is to be produced in this way, say one below another, we can do simply in different lines. Say inside this author command, in previous one, if you see, I showed here simply in one line author's name and address. But in actual scenario, you may have multiple authors. So how we can write? Say first author's name, I have shown to write here in bold. Then affiliation, what is this affiliation? Say Tezpur University. then it is written. Then second author, who is the second author, what is his affiliation or and address. So authors list can be produced in this way also. Sometimes authors list may need to be produced in this way, side by side. That thing we can do inside this author command in a tabular form. We can use tabular environment to produce authors list in side by side in horizontal column, horizontal row. Then say thesis preparation. This is another important part of thesis preparation, how to do. Now thesis generally is a big document like a book. So it is not advisable to write in a single document, in a single file, but produced, prepare in different files and link them. Say it is the master file of a thesis. All different components you write in different files and all them you link here in order to produce. Say here first part I have shown, this is preamble. Preamble means where the global declarations will be made. Say document class, what will be the document class? Say document class book. Then any use package, particular package will be used say for mathematical mode, for graphics. All this will be coming here. Then begin document. First what we will do, say cover page will be produced. Cover page means there will be no page number, no header footer. So it is mentioned this page style is empty. Means don't print any page number or header footer if selected. Then include command is here, that cover page it is typeset in some other file. Link that file. This is cover page dot tag. Actually, tag is not mandatory here to write. So it is linking this cover page file here. Then clear page. Clear page is used to make the next page blank. In general, the even numbered page in thesis. After cover page, say in front matter of the thesis, we may prefer to use page number with Roman. So use page numbering style Roman. In this way, say next we have title page and we want to take this title page. If it is to be prepared in contents list, we can use add contents line, means send this in table contents of table also. I told at the beginning in the last lecture that in LaTeX we can produce our contents list, that is a list of contents or list of tables, list of figures automatically. So only numbered items will be taken automatically, but here what I am showing, this unnumbered items can also be taken in table of contents using this command add contents line. In this way, say title, abstract, certificate, acknowledgement, declaration, all these we can write in separate files and simply link here in order. Then to prepare the contents list of the numbered items, simply command is table of contents. If we use this particular command, table of contents will be prepared automatically. Similarly, list of tables. If we use this list of tables command, all the tables in your thesis will be listed serially. Similarly, list of figures also we can use using this simple single command, list of figures. So say front matter is over here. Now we are going to the main matter of the thesis. Then we may prefer to have our page number in Arabic numerals. So changing this page numbering Arabic. Then say this is the file name of first chapter, say chap introduction. This chapter, this file is included here using this command include. It is written in another file named chap underscore introduction.txt. Similarly, next chap literature, chap problem, then chap formulation, result, conclusion. If we have some appendix material, then also can be done using appendix command. Then you can include as many appendix you need. Finally, prepare this bibliography list, what I discussed at the beginning. Here, this bibliography will be produced. Say bibliography style plain, bibliography file, name is mybib, then end document. So thesis can be prepared in this way. Similarly, book also can be prepared in this way. Finally, after doing some research, all this document is written in LaTeX, papers are written in LaTeX, thesis is written in LaTeX, then how to present it? At the end, research is to be presented, either in conference or for defending your thesis, whatever may be the reason, we need to prepare slide. After doing all these things in LaTeX, will you go back to prepare your slide in PPT? No. LaTeX has provision to prepare slide also. Say this is the slide I am presenting here. This is also produced in LaTeX. So in LaTeX, widely slide is prepared using the document class Beamer. Say in case of article, I told that article document class is used. For producing slide, we use Beamer and document class. So in the document class Beamer, a presentation consists of a number of frames or slides that you know. I suppose all of you have experience of preparing slide in this PowerPoint. So how it will be done? Here everything will be done by command. Say a frame is created either by the frame command in this way, frame with optional argument and then mandatory argument. That means what will be produced in this frame, or this frame environment as begin frame, end frame. A frame generally consists of some or all of the 8 components of headline and footline, sidebars, navigation bars, navigation symbols, logo, frame title, background, and frame contents. Many things will be generated automatically. Okay, we'll come back to this. For example, you can see here this presentation has also been prepared here using this Beamer. Now, if I need to go something for this, say introductory part, I want to show something. I need not to go page by page. Simply by mouse, I can click this here. Okay, see, I have come to this introduction one. If I go to say table where I presented, I can go directly to this table. At the bottom also there are many links which are very light gray color, may not be visible at your end, but I can see here. I can change this different thing, has gone back to this previous one, again coming back where I was. Okay, in this way, here clicking this, I can go at what page number I can give. Okay, so different options are there. So if we come back here again, then frames can be put under different sectional units, say section and subsection, for including them in the table of contents and navigation bars. Say this slide is prepared in this way using different parts in different sections. And that's the reason you can see these are here. All these have been prepared as different sections. That's why I could go to say table or introduction or this. These have been produced. This is called navigation bar. We can see so that we can click here to go to a particular portion. Now, what is the structure of slide preparation? Document class Beamer. What I told, document class will be Beamer. Then use theme. What type of theme will be used? In PowerPoint also you do that thing, select the theme. Similar thing here also we have some defined themes. We can select here, say use theme in this way. Then similar to this normal LaTeX article writing, here also we have this title command. We have provision to write short title also in square bracket and the main title in curly braces. Provision is there for subtitle also here. Then author's name, institute, date format, then say title graphic on title page graphics can also be included. After that, document will start. How document will start? All this will be prepared in frame. Say here frame 1. Frame 1 is here. What is done? Frame plain title page. So here what is told? Print title page on the first page. Okay, this what title, subtitle, all these are written here. This will be produced at the first page. So if I show here in my presentation also the first page title page is produced in this way, and next frame produce this table of contents. Here also we can produce table of contents. This table of contents I showed at the beginning, table of contents. Here also you can see this one interesting thing how I did. Say we were here in thesis. You can see here all this were came, and again after coming to particular frame this name was shown. So here all this I showed. After that you can see the slide preparation, it has come in a separate page, means to show that we are here. These are done here using this command table of contents. So this is first part. Then we may come to produce our main contents which we are going to present. Say here frame 3 and frame 4 is shown. Frame 3, say introduction to LaTeX. First definition of LaTeX. Then about this LaTeX. LaTeX is a macro package. Instructions are instance parts. Input files have .tex extension, many of which I presented to you, producing in this way. Then next slide, says slide number 4, resources, introduction, some popular books on LaTeX, such thing is written. Then say after producing this, we are at the end. Say here I am showing this 5th frame, references. Now reference list will be produced at the end. What type of reference? Style say APLI, and the file name where these references are there, say LSWB. And the last slide, you may give this last slide for Thanksgiving also. Now, what 6 slides I showed there, this input file, if it is compiled in the Joanless Pins presentation theme, name of this presentation theme, then how it will look like. You can see this will be produced in this way. These 6 slides I showed. First one is for title page. Next one for this presentation outline. Next, this introduction to LaTeX. Then these references, and finally Thanksgiving slide. It will be produced in this way. Now, how we can get different types of slides? So appearance of a presentation in Beamer is done. These are controlled by 5 types of themes, which are known as presentation theme, color theme, font themes, inner theme, and outer theme. So if we see, these 5 different themes are loaded in the preamble using different commands. Say use theme, tname. Tname means what is the name of the theme. Then use color theme, use font theme, use inner theme, and use outer theme. For different themes, we need to load those themes in the preamble. Then we see that which are different themes available. Say for this presentation theme, if we see that is this main theme of this. We have different default boxes, bargain, formula, Madrid, and Harbour. If you notice this, these are by the name of different cities. It is told this original developer which cities he visited. The presentation, these themes have been named by the name of those cities. Then color theme, most of them by the name of flowers. Say you can give say dove, rose, whale, lily, different color themes are there. One can play with different themes to see what will be the effect of one particular theme, and accordingly can select which one to be used in the slide. Similarly, say font theme, we have different, inner theme, we have different, and then outer theme. I have not gone through the detail of this. Those, if anyone goes to work on this, can test these different themes, how they will produce different slides. So let me stop here. And before that, this reference here, all this I have presented here is from this book, my own book. It is written here. Contents of this book has been presented in a conscious form here. Okay, thanks a lot for your patience in listening this boring presentation.
No, sir, not at all. Our participants have questions. Bornam Jyoti Sohuria has a question: how to set a bibliography style in LaTeX? Say, for example, the Tezpur University format for preparation of PhD dissertation or MTech or master's thesis. Is there a default format? We need to create a particular bibliographic style like plain or maybe IEEE format.
This question is from
Bornam Jyoti Sohuria.
Bornam is our Bornam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then Bornam, particularly for Tezpur University, we have this standard bibliography style, okay, and it is there. What I mentioned at the time, that at the beginning, many publishers have their own standard. Similarly, for Tezpur University, also we have our standard bibliography style that is there in web page, and it was also prepared by me. You can see in our web page, and how it is to be loaded there. That also I showed. If I go again, say this bibliography, I can come from here back. In this document, we need to use these two commands, bibliography style. Then what style will be used? Say here I have shown BIP style. BIP style, what already I mentioned some BIP style. Say these are the BIP style. Plain, SRT, alpha, abbreviated, ACM, or whatever, it is that name. And this is bibliography, means it is the file name where bibliography list is produced. And here this means this file where these reference lists are produced. And this will be done at the end of the document. And that, say I showed in this case, in the case of thesis, in the master file, after writing everything, at the end this bibliography is included. Bibliography style plain, then bibliography, this is the file name. So if others, if you don't have any standard template, you can use this LaTeX standard template. Otherwise, you may check, say for example, any publisher, Springer or Elsevier, IEEE, they have their customized format, and that need to be used. Okay, lot of comments are there. Let me go one by one. It's more effective for science and mathematics, physics scholars. Okay, someone has commented like this. Now you see, I can say, okay, mathematical part maybe, but say for bibliography, all this, it is equally important for everyone, whether arts background, science background, engineering background, no problem. I mentioned that thing. Many people cannot prepare bibliography list correctly. Okay, next, please write your okay, this is by this. How to set bibliography style in this? Okay, this is from Burnham. Okay, informative. And later, how do I create citation or references with hyperlink? It is asked by Venkat. Hyperlink, we need to use, we have hyperref package. We need to include hyperref package, use package, or we can use for URL particularly, we have separate URL package also, that also we can include in the preamble as use package. So how many days of practice will make one used to for using LaTeX in day-to-day writing? Now for everything, this is asked by Dr. Bhaskar Singh, how many days will be required? Days means for basic learning. Maybe if you put concentration, hardly 1 week will be required to learn basic thing. 1 hour means not 24/7. 1 or 2 hours if you devote, 1 hour will be sufficient for learning basic thing. And you don't think in this way that everything you need to remember. Whenever you need particular thing and probably you are not remembering, then go through the reference. Okay, means guidelines how to do. Say I am talking here, I have written one book also which is taught in many universities at this moment. But if you ask me, I also immediately cannot tell. If you ask anything that how it is done, probably I also go through this book. Okay, so it is not like that. Everything you need to learn first and then go to prepare. And learning will depend upon practice. As you will be practicing, many things will remain in your brain. Immediately you can do. Any other question? We have sufficient time. If you have any question, we can discuss elaborately. No problem. Am I right, Swapna? We can go up to 4 o'clock, I suppose.
Sir, we can take up to 10 minutes more because at 4 we have a meeting actually.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's have a question from, yeah, some question is coming.
Yes.
Okay, so 5 or 10 minutes we can go for. Okay, as per humanities background, how can I prepare for LaTeX software for the larger academic development? See, for humanities background, you need not to bother lot of things because in your case, probably this mathematical thing will not come or very little. In preparing one document, major complication arises in mathematical part, table preparation. As you are telling from humanities background, no problem. Those complicated things will be appearing in your case hardly. Only plain text you need to do. Next, Bangkok is asking how to import data from Excel tables into LaTeX. From Excel table, again, you are talking about something in this way that mixing this thing, the advantage of using LaTeX. LaTeX is not restricted to Excel or this. You can prepare your data file in any ASCII mode. Okay, if there is one blank space between two entries, and if you read that data file, LaTeX will do, that will be taken as column. Say in some cases, if I do, say in a data file, say 5 space 3 space 4, then LaTeX will treat them as different data or data of different columns. The next question, can we convert material from Word, Excel and SPSS to LaTeX? Said there are many other software packages from where or which part can be converted to LaTeX portion. Okay, here particularly say from Word, you cannot do directly into LaTeX. Say from Word, you can prepare HTML directly in this way. LaTeX you cannot do. You need to include the commands manually there, which portion you need to do, insert there. This question I answered in last class also. Now, particularly SPSS statistical software package you are talking, there what data file will be generated, that file can be read in LaTeX. Even CSV file can also be read very conveniently, comma separated files. Now say if you go for plotting, for example, if you use GNU plot for plotting, from GNU plot, what say drawing or graph you will plot, you can instruct to generate your figure in LaTeX syntax. It will be done. But particularly from Excel, Word, such provision is not there, and these are to be done by Word and Excel. And Word, say MS Word, if you are talking about MS Word, why MS Word will do that thing? MS Word, this is their business. If they give this facility of LaTeX, probably they will not give. Any third party software developer may do it. Any other question? Okay, Shapna, probably there is no more technical question. So probably we can conclude.
I think also.
Okay, some question is coming. Can you revise installation part bit in brief? Now, say as this organizer were telling, there is another meeting also. So I would say it seems that though some people or many people are interested, already I provided this material also. And what I have presented, all these are there in this material file also. Okay, you please go through that file. Installation issues, all these have been described there. Even after that, if you have any question, feel free to write to me. In that document, my email ID is also given, my URL is also given. As Venkat was asking about this HTML or this linking, reference linking. You can see in that document, link is also there. You can click on my URL or my say email ID, all this first page, you will be directly going to that page. Okay. So feel free to write me if you have anything to.
So they can go through
clear.
the recording of your first session. They can also go through the recording of the first session.
Okay, recording of this presentation will also be provided.
Yes, sir. We have already shared your first session with them, the recording.
Okay.
And they can go through that. And
yeah,
also
moreover, this material the material file I provided, everything is there also.
Yes, sir. So thank you once again, sir, for such a nice session and excellent deliberation. And also thanks to our participants. They have showed interest quite interest in LaTeX, and I hope that they will install for hands-on practice for this particular software for their future reference and any other academic purposes.
Okay. Thank you, Swapna, for giving this opportunity to talk.
Thank you, sir. We hope that we will also have you in our future relevant programs.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Our participants also will be benefited from your sessions, sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So thanks to all. We are just going to wind up the session here.